Hello fellow gamers, and welcome to my gaming channel, Just Gaming for Us. I am your host, Brent Justice, and today I am going to bring you another Fallout 4 settlement build. This particular one is in Abernathy Farm. Now this build I made sometime around 2016 is when I started it, and pretty much did the finishing touches, I would say, sometime around 2018. So I worked on it for a couple of years. I put a lot into this build. It evolved a lot over time, especially as new mods and new textures and new objects and things became available that I could download for it, and it just became a massive build, and one I'm really proud of. Now, like I said in the previous videos, the mods for this one are broken as well. So there are some missing objects, some things that are floating that shouldn't be, some things that are just not there that should be. So I apologize for that, but the whole goal of this series that I'm doing right now is to show you old builds of the Fallout 4 settlements that I made back when the game first came out. That way I can make new builds moving from 2021 and forward and show you some new ideas. So this is Abernathy Farm. I quite like this area for building, and I'll tell you why. It does have a very predictable shape to it. It's a rectangle is the area that you have to build in. But beyond that, you can build very high in this map, this area. You can actually build much farther up than I even built here. You can go like 3 or 4 times the height that I have built here. You can really go up. I didn't do that for this particular build, but maybe I will in the future. Might do a tall kind of build for it. But this build is indicative of a tall build because the main feature of this area that I love is, of course, the power thing here. This is a structure you can build around, and the default map already has a structure built around it. So I took that idea and took it upwards. I basically created a couple of more levels to that, and an area that you can really get a good eyesight for. And you can kind of see that here as we're looking toward the settlement hill here. Now, Abernathy Farm, in my lore, supplies Sanctuary Hill with all of the basically fruits and vegetables. This is my farming settlement, plain and simple. The citizens here farm, and they take all that back to Sanctuary Hills and supply Sanctuary Hills with most of the goods that they eat and drink over there. But there are people that live here, obviously, because they need to work all day. Plus, we have a bit of a trading post set up here as well, so people can come through here and trade goods and give us new things and new items and new food and drink that we then send over to Sanctuary Hills. So that's the function of Abernathy Farm. Because it's so close to Sanctuary Hills, it makes for the perfect farming place to supply Sanctuary Hill. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is here as I'm standing on the hill, I do have a wall around the entire thing. I wanted to secure this because it's a bit out in the open. Anybody could just come in and start taking over and wreaking havoc. I wanted to give them some defenses, and one of the first best defenses you can give is a wall. So I used the concrete and I used some wood and built a big wall around the entire thing. There's only one in and out, and it's through the main gate. So let's hop on over there now. And as we get closer, you'll start to see some of my defenses come into view here. I've got some turrets that are right outside the front gate, or they should be actually above the front gate. They used to have support pillars. Unfortunately, that's a mod that has disappeared for me right now, so they're floating. But normally that turret there and then that turret there would be on a pillar supported, so that you get that first, defense coming in the gate. If you're going to cause trouble, that's going to fire on you from both sides. It's well protected and well covered that way. In addition, there's a lookout right here, so they can snipe from here and have a very good lookout. There was also supposed to be a lookout right here. I can see part of it here, but this is also a lookout on this side. So you got 2 lookouts on both sides, and you got 2 turrets to protect the main gate, and it's just a simple gate. We'll open it here, and welcome to Abernathy Farm. Everybody's happy and working because that's what they should be doing here. Literally, it is a all-day event, day and night. I even have lights set up that will light up the area for them at night so that they can work at night. That's important. Got a turret as we come right in the front gate, and another turret here as well. This just protects the gate. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. This protects the gate as we come inside. Gives a little bit of defense as well. So if anybody tries to get in the gate, they have that. And then we have one more line of defense in case they actually manage to burst through the gate. Yeah, that's a laser turret right there, connected directly to the power, pointed right at the gate. So even if you made it to the gate and through the gate, this laser turret's going to take you out. So you're not going to make it very far in this settlement. It is well protected in that way. Some street lights that just kind of light up the inside of the gate area at night. It looks quite good, and I will show you a night view when we get there. But as we climb up here, I just want to show you the 2 lookouts that I have here. I've got this one so that people can stand here and have a nice view out there. Protect this side of the gate, and then we'll come around to this lookout over here, and you're already starting to see some of the things in this settlement. I've got a lot of good stuff here. So we come up this lookout and check out all that. We can turn this way, look at all that we can see down there, throughout the town down there, this way toward Red Rocket. Look at Red Rocket peeking in there. You can even see the top of my Red Rocket. If you haven't checked out that build yet, that settlement tour that I did of my Red Rocket Inn, definitely check that out. It's a good tour build. And then back over here. So this is a really good vantage point here. So this is a well-protected front end. One of the first things you'll see as you come in is obviously you got the farming, right? You got the tomatoes, you got all the stuff here, the corns, everything you need. And we got grain and everything down there. I'll show you in a little bit. But one of the first things you'll see is a Brahmin pit. You are welcome to bring your Brahmin here. They can set up in here. We can bring them in. They can drink and rest here. Also for the traders that come through here, this is a kind of resting spot for their Brahmin, so I thought I'd give them a place for that right here as you come in. And it keeps them away from everything. They don't wander around, and gives them a little bit of a rest. So that was cool. And fire for warmth and light there, obviously. These pegs, okay, this is another mod that is broken. I had some more of these kind of ramp systems that I built into the ground here, and I put these underneath so that it looked like it had support, but apparently the top part of it is missing, so that doesn't matter. But basically I put these wood planks into the ground here to provide a walking path around the farm area and then to the trading, so that you don't have to walk in pure mud, because this area is just pure mud, you know, if it was raining, because it's all just dirt. So you got a little walking platform that goes around to the trading, and then of course around the farming stuff. That way people won't trample through all the stuff that's growing, right? We don't want them to do that, so we kind of guide their path with that, which is quite nice. Let's save the main event, which is this. Let's save it for last. I want to show you this last because this is very impressive. But so let's just go this way. Let's keep working our way this way, right? So as we come down this path here, let's turn a little bit to our left, and you will see a fire pit that allows people to rest and take a break there and eat and do whatever. We have some railing on the edge of the fence up here because you can walk all the way down to the end, and in fact there's another vantage viewpoint area down there, or sniper point. And there's supposed to be walls that go on the other side of that, but again, that's a mod that's missing right now. Then this is my little outdoor kitchen area. Okay, we've got pots for cooking, we got a table, you can do some playing cards, we got meats cooking on the grill over there, we got some Heat, of course. Well, I keep doing that. We got some heat provided by the fire and some light, obviously, that down there. So this is a place to like cook your food, enjoy a little company, and just be out here. And then the fire pit, of course, as well, provides ambiance, and it's quite nice. And then as you turn to the right, this is the trading area I was telling you about. We actually have several posts set up here for trading things. It is covered. I like the covers I did here. They provide a nice shadow and lighting to the area, but also cover you in rain or extreme heat or whatever. So that's quite cool. We'll take a look over there as we walk down the path. You see the path just kind of takes you around, so you don't like stample through all the food items and everything in here. That's not what we want, obviously. And as we come down this way, you'll see my generator is here. I've got a couple of generators. This one powers basically everything on this side of Abernathy Farm, while the right side down there has another generator. As we come through here, we'll just walk down to the trading area. This is where you'll come if you're in here. We've got trash cans. Make sure to throw your trash away. We've got loot, basically a general store. I don't know where the guy is there. He's gone for the moment, I guess. We have clothing store here. You can pick up some clothing. We've got armor, definitely armor up. And then ammo down here at the end. He's looking kind of shady. He definitely looks like an ammo guy, I'll tell you that. Alright, so in the back behind each of these guys was supposed to be like where they keep their stuff right in the store. Each one of them has like a little alcove where they would have shelves back there and keep all their goods. I wanted to fill that out and put all those goods in there. Unfortunately, it kind of brought down the performance a lot and ended up crashing, and it was just terrible. I had way too much stuff, so I had to take that stuff out, unfortunately. But just imagine back here in these alcoves, they have their shelves of stuff, and that's where they keep it. And it's protected. It's protected well enough. I like the lighting here, this kind of orange lighting. At night it looks really good. I will walk around to the back just so you can see what those kind of alcove areas look like. But you'll see they got plenty of space back here. There's actually a lot more space than you think from the front. They have all this space here to store their stuff. So each one of them has quite a bit of space to put all of their stuff. So that's good for them. And then also you can walk through here, yes, all the way to the other end, as there's another vantage point on this end as well. Again, there's supposed to be a wall here. My mod for that has disappeared, so it's not there now. And these power posts followed the wall perfectly and were out of the way, so it worked out. And then I have this railing here, obviously, because we're very high up. And now that we're high up, there's the grain fields. You can see how that works. Different types of grains, full of grains, lots of grains, all grains. So we have two types of things being farmed. The fruits and stuff over there, and then of course the grains down here. Lots and lots of grains. So it's kind of separated in the middle by the trading post in that open area. But let's walk down to the end pretty quick here, and I will just show you. Here's this guy standing, and look at this viewpoint he has. You can really protect this area up here. You can see a lot. And then I do have this area back here that you're welcome to come and rest in. I've got a table, a few tables actually, and then more defenses from the back side, so that if anybody does come in, oh yeah, I forgot I have these corner defenses too. So there's a laser turret right there on the corner, so he can snipe, and we got the laser thing, so if anybody tries to come in from the back side, they cannot crawl up. The whole idea here is to protect it from people crawling up. So you have that, and then you have these. We got a missile launcher here, so it can really protect from a far distance, and another laser turret thing here. And that's on this platform here. I keep doing that, I'm sorry. Keep doing that. Alright, so on this platform here, it's pretty nice. I kind of built that into the top of this structure, but it protects this whole backside very well. And then of course another turret here on this corner as well. Just protects that corner and keeps people from crawling up. a ramp. I like this ramp that I built down here. It's kind of cool anyway. And another post here, so they can see each other, they can signal to each other. You've got the defenses back here protecting everything, and yeah, you just really have a big view out there. Quite nice. And then we come back this way again. There was supposed to be a wall here, but it's gone for the moment. It's taking a slight vacation. And we'll just take a closer look at this foodstuffs here. We've got our boiling pot. We have our meats, a table, and then down from this area, there's supposed to be stairs here too. That's disappeared apparently. Trash cans. You cannot forget your dumpsters. One of the biggest things we have in the settlements is a lot of waste. So we need a place to store it. This is kind of out of the way and from everything, and we can store our waste. Don't forget that. It's very important. Now, as we come down here, you'll see the light setup I have. I've got a light there, and I got a light there. I'll show it at nighttime. It looks really neat. It goes across the grain and allows them to see at night so they can work. We want them to work. So we can come down here and just take a closer look at the grains. Lots of grains. You can see them working out there on the fields. And then back here, well, this is where the people live that work here. Mainly these houses are the people that work the grain fields, but they can be for the other parts as well. We have lots of rooming and housing and everything down here. And it just kind of closes up this end of the settlement quite well. So each of them have a protected shelter from rain, from sun, from cold, from everything. So they are protected. We care about our citizens here. But let's start on this end and peek in and see what's going on here. They have doors, they have privacy, they have windows. There's supposed to be a wall here on this side that's missing too. There are several beds in each house, so they do share. But they have their own space. They have a very comfortable bed. They have electricity. They have lighting. So they are not without some creature comforts here. They have a nice view out the back. A little bit covered to give them some privacy. And again, they're well protected because we have the 2 spotters on top, plus all those lasers and missile turret and everything I showed you. So they're well protected in here. Some more lighting, and they each have a little storage cubby. So this is just quite a nice place for them to live and work. And we'll come around to this one. Same thing. Beds, electricity. They do have electricity they can tap into. There's one of the conduits. So they have electrical needs are taken care of, and they have places to sleep and storage for their own goods. Let's take a look at this side now. This one is a little bit larger. It's basically one unit that's just very big. Beds, same thing here. I would have liked to have decorated these more with some creature comforts inside and do more decorating, but again, the performance budget wasn't there for it. But I would have liked to have done that. So just imagine there's shelves and there's personal items in here, and there's storage chests and all kinds of other things. Just imagine this kind of filled out and feeling homey. The idea here is homey. They each have their own little space that they can kind of take care of and do whatever they want. But then they can come right out their door and start working. So they have that. It gives them something to do, right? They're not bored. They have a job in the apocalypse here, so it's all good. They have a purpose. And then, of course, they can come out here and do trading, buy new things, and trade, and see all the new people coming in, cook their food here, commune with everybody, and then talk to the people that also work these units. I would imagine most of the grain people also work this side too, with all the fruits and vegetables over here. So let's go around to the back side a little bit. Well, like I said, we'll save this, the main event, for the very last thing. So let's go around to the side here pretty quick. As we come to the back side, which you haven't seen yet, it's also pretty large. Got a lot of area back here. We're going to come to this side here. This is interesting. I built a lot of ramps up here, and a lot of, I got like stair ramps, and I have flat plane ramps, a lot of ramps. And the reason why, and there's a door here, and the reason why is this long unit here is supposed to be the storage of all the foodstuffs. So basically all of the fruits, all of the vegetables, all of the grain, everything that we supply to all of our settlements, especially over to Sanctuary Hills, gets stored here first. Just imagine this place with shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves of storage with all the food and grain and everything stored in here. A temporary holding place to ship the stuff over there. The reason why it's not filled out right now, obviously, is for the performance budget reasons. I just was not able to do that at the moment. But in the future, I'll probably, work on things like that. But for this particular build right now, just imagine it has a lot of stuff in it. That's the way it's supposed to be. And this door would go out to here, just giving us a three entrances basically on this side, and there would be a wall on this side. So this would, imagine a wall is supposed to be here. I also have lighting that you can see up here, and this lighting goes towards the areas down there so that they can again work at night. It's a very cool setup that I'll show you at night. But here's kind of the back view on everything. There's the generator. It has its own area out of the way. There's the trading posts, and then kind of looking this way, people working there, and then back to our storage area there. So we'll come to the front of the storage area now and give you kind of an idea. This is what it looks like from this angle. It's going all the way down. There's actually 3 doors on this side too. One in the middle, and then one on the end down there. So there's several entrances to this area with ramps to get the food up nice and easily. And this area I just left empty and blank. This is a lot of, treading is taking place here. A lot of people walking back and forth. So that's open. But there is one feature on the inside of this that I want to show you. And that is down here at the very end, I have built the community bathroom. Now, all of the stuff is missing at the moment. So imagine you'd close the door there. All of the stuff is missing at the moment. There's supposed to be a shower here, a bathtub, a sink, a mirror. Everything was here for a complete bathroom. You can see the rubber mats that I put in place, but unfortunately everything else has kind of disappeared because the mods I was using is not working at the moment. But just imagine this is a fully decked out bathroom. It's a big community bathroom. So there might be a couple of toilets here and a shower. So everybody can shower. Everybody can come here to use the bathroom. It's out of the way to keep the smell outside of everything. It's in the corner of the settlement, but it's a full bathroom. And this door here is basically the entrance to the bathroom from the back side. So again, imagine a wall back here. There's supposed to be a wall on this whole back side, but it's gone at the moment. So and here are the stairs right here, and so the idea is you would come through the side of the settlement like this, walk down the edge, walk up the stairs, and go to the bathroom. So it's very convenient and easy for everybody to get to, and it's out of the way and private, and I like that. Okay, now you can kind of see what I have going on in the back here. Several things. First of all, you see the mute fruit trees here. I've got all of that growing so that they can have that type of fruit as well. And the whole back area is full of them. So there are people that work back here as well. Again, we're trying to utilize all the area we can for farming, and I think it works out pretty well. We have the water pumps here for our water, and you can come out here and keep everything watered. We've got 2 big ones. I think I might have some on the other side too, but I at least got these 2 big ones. to give us plenty of water, because obviously the farm requires lots of water, as do our citizens. This is the back side of it, but there's another generator that I built inside this caged unit that also has a workshop. That way it gives a protection to the power generator plus the workshop when you're working inside. And it's all covered and everything. This is supposed to be a back wall here. And then I would have on this side an overlook here. So we would have someone stationed here just kind of watching the backside. I don't have any defenses. There's no turrets or guns or anything on this side. But again, I would have a wall here, so it would be very hard to get in here anyway. Plus, we would have the person here on this overlook watching. And pretty much from the top up here, we'd also be able to see, I've got 2 missile turrets you can see on the corners up there. So this top part that we're going to take a look at later, it's well defended. It can get all corners and all sides of the settlement. So even though there's nothing down here on the bottom to defend it, I've got things on the top that will defend it, plus of course the person standing here. Yes, I do have 2 more water units. I thought I did, because again, very important that we have plenty of water for all the things growing, plus our citizens. So all of that. Let's just quickly walk back and you'll see how we're coming around the whole thing here. This thing had a pillar, and you can see now how we're back to the front gate area here. But let's take a closer look at what I have going on back here. So as we come down the stairs here, you will notice I have some lights set up again so they can work at night. Very important that they work at night. We do have a vending machine here, and usually has some things in it. That way the workers back here can grab something real quick while they're working. A milk machine as well, because everybody needs their milk. Very important. No doors or anything back here. It's all solid. So you have to walk around from the front or from the sides. And you can see, just one of the things we'll look at while we're down here, you can see these long cement pillars that I put in, or columns, to basically prop everything up. I wanted everything to look like it had support, proper support. So every structure and everything that I built has support. That's the key thing there. Just note that. I also built this like deck that goes around the area as well. Alright, so again, here's the trees here, both sides. And then here is our power generator and workshop room. Got a little flag up there just to keep it interesting. All the power is pumped from this back one on these 2 pylons here, and is pumped inside. So the back power generator gives the inside facility here all of its power, while the front generator is everything on the front side. So I guess that's pretty good, because that's redundancy. If one of the generators went down, we'd still have power. If this one went down, all the power on the inside would go out, but we'd still have power on the outside that we could use. And if that other one went out, it would not affect the power from this one, giving all the power on the inside. So even if one generator went down, we'd still have some defenses that are active. So there is redundancy there, which I quite like. So this is basically our control room, our power control room and workshop. We have units set up here to monitor the power. This actually monitors both units and regulates the power. Here is the generator, and it's got power pylons in here separating the power. It's a proper distributed kind of power system. Works very well. And then we use this area as our workshop. So we have some benches set up here, and I could probably set up more benches in here. Actually, I probably would. I would put a couple more benches in here, but we can obviously put whatever workshop benches we need in here, and work safely in here, protected from all the elements, and do everything we need, and then have electricity for all the things we might need as well. Direct access to electricity. So we can build things and repair things and just have this workshop back here. So I like that. So we have like a dedicated workshop with power. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat little unit I built there. So I like that. I guess, guys, it's time to go inside and take a look at what I've got going on the inside, because that is very interesting. Let's take a look at the front real quick. Again, pillars that go all the way up, just showing that the whole thing is supported at each level. We don't need it collapsing or falling or anything like that. It's very well supported. As we come to the front area, there's our main workshop there.
Yeah.
We do have some other workshops and stuff set up here, chemistry or whatever. You have to imagine we're dealing with foodstuffs and all that. Chemistry may be important. A scavenger station, obviously, very important. A little stove out here just to do some outdoor cooking on a stove. Didn't want to put it out there. I thought it felt better right here near the front door. But that way you can cook some stuff on the stove. And an ice maker. We do keep stuff stored in there. And then it just kind of decorated it up a little bit to keep it interesting. We do have a bell and a siren for enemy attacks. Let's take a look inside. Ooh. Now as we come inside, one of the first things you'll notice is it's kind of a bar lounge kind of deal. You have to imagine this place is for all of our workers. They're working hard out in the fields and they need a place to relax and just let off steam and just, you know, get comfortable. Also for people coming in to the settlement that are trading with us, want to give them a relaxing place. This is supposed to be a relaxing atmosphere. So we kind of decorated it up and have some decorations. There's our flags. We have some wall decorations, a disco ball, some lights there, give it some a little bit of ambiance, an environment, some pictures on the wall, bar stools. I like this I built. This is basically a bar unit that I built out of two of those kind of tables, and then the bar stools down there, so they can like sit here and have like a bar set up right in front of this structure, which was already here. So that was very cool. And then here's the bar. So come over here and this guy will sell you drinks and everything you need to relax. And he's got his own little space back behind him where he stores all his stuff as well. So he's got plenty of space. As we come to this side, here's the lounging part. We have some chairs, some tables with candles, a jukebox, very relaxing music, a couch you can just kind of sit and just chill. That lamp was not floating. It used to be on the ground. So just imagine that. Also, probably had some other furniture in here as well. Yes, I know I did, because right here in this area I had like a stove or something. I had something in this area. Maybe like dishing out food units, because there's one of the food units. So I must have had something here before. Just imagine there would be like something to deal with food right there. Maybe a refrigerator, something like that. This is where the restrooms are. Yes, there are restrooms inside as well for the patrons. They can come in and use a bathroom inside. It's just a simple bathroom, this one. But you would come to the right over here and there's a toilet. I mean, it's just a simple bathroom, a quick place to pee if you need to go. So that way we have 2 bathrooms in the whole area. And again, this guy back here would have a lot of space to store his stuff. And he's got his own little desk because he lives here as well. He lives and works here. So this is a nice little back area. And that bathroom there. Then there are people that actually sleep in here as well. So if we come to this door and open it, one of the first things you'll see is kind of a stove and a work table. Blue lighting to give them some peace while they're sleeping. But this is basically just beds. It's just beds. So you can come here and sleep and rest. And there it is. I mean, it's just that simple. That's all this room is. It's closed off. It's private. You have the nice blue lighting. So it's peaceful. And that's pretty much it for that.
I put some nice lighting in here as well. You see the orange lighting. I have all that. It looks really good at night. Gives it ambience. Looks really good. But now let's go to the whole key of this thing, and that's this top part. Now they had the first floor already put in, so what I did is just enhanced it quite a bit. As we come up the stairs, you'll notice I put railing on both sides because we don't want to fall down this hole here if we're walking through the bottom part. But as we come up here, I built a whole thing up here. So this floor is me. I put that whole floor in. It was just the tops of these, you know, shed metal things, but I put a wooden floor in here to make it, first of all, flat, to give people the ability to walk flat on here and to protect it. And they can now have this whole bottom part and do something with it. The way I kind of looked at this is like an office type of area. See how I've got the desks here? So consider this, right? We have food and grain and everything being transported to our settlements out there. But we need a place to coordinate all that. We need to keep track of what's being produced, what's being stored, what settlements are receiving everything, and how much of everything they're receiving, and how much future storage we have, and how much future potential we have, and how long things are going to take, like how long some things are going to grow and when they'll be ready. A lot of tracking, right? Because this is a farm supplying settlements. So this is our war room for that, so to speak. Here's a desk set up where they can come with their folders and their papers and keep track of everything and finances and everything. This is like the area to work in. And this is a perfect area to work in, right above the lounge down there, away from everything. Up here, this is like the office. This is the place to work. So the ones that do that, they have their own space up here, and maybe they sleep down there on the bottom. But we got some couches here so they can sit down and work as well. And I love this table arrangement I did. It's just kind of cool looking, like a center war room kind of feel. They've got chairs and rugs, very comfortable up here. Couches, desks. Yeah, desks, so they can come up here and pull up chairs and kind of look out over the wasteland while they're working. And also keep an eye on the front gate too. You can see that we can see the front gate very well from here. So we can look out, look, there's Red Rocket. You can see the rocket right there. And then of course, there's Sanctuary Hills. You can actually see Sanctuary Hills through here. It's not fully rendered, but there it is. You can actually see it from here. So we got a great view up here, and they can work and see all that. And then also we have these lookout points here. We can have people that, you know, have guns and snipe and protect this area. So here's the backside. This is one of the areas I was saying. From the backside, look at all that they can see. So they can really protect the backside pretty well, even though I don't have a lot of defenses back there, because you can really have a big view from up here. And then the same on this side. Look at that. There's our structure for storing everything, so we can keep an eye on that. But we can see over it and beyond it and just all that area back there. I mean, there's a lot of area we can see up here. And I also built in the ceiling with metal because you can go up there now. I made a way. But what that also does is gives this area shelter from rain and water and everything else. So this is a fully electricalized area. They've got electricity. It's comfortable. They can work up here and not be I keep doing that, and not be you know, in the water when it's raining and stuff. So protects them and from the sun and all that. So this is a really nice area. I really like how this turned out. It's big, it's spacious, a lot of area to work in. And you can see why I put the rails on that, because you could just walk right on past this and fall through. So we don't want that. But this doesn't stop here. This build goes further. Oh yeah, the red lights too. I like the red lights I put in. Looks really neat at night. But this isn't where it stops. This goes on. This goes up. I built stairs and multiple levels to this. So first of all, here's another lookout point. You can kind of look out this way from the front and really see everything out here in the front, or come around this side. Stand out here on the balcony and look at that view. That is an incredible view from the top here. I love this. But you can actually go around here as well. I built it out to this side as well. So you can see that we can see from this side also. Another incredible view, but you can see everybody working below and see what's happening and what's going on, and also watch the trading post over there. Alright, let's go up, shall we? The first level we come up, I swear, I'm just going to have to like take this gun out of my inventory or something. I keep hitting what it is on my mouse, the right mouse button, you know, holsters your weapon, and that's what I keep hitting. So I'm sorry. This is covered as well, but you can come up here and on this balcony and get another advantage. I mean, that's 2 balconies, an even higher advantage up here. I mean, just really see a lot. And you can walk around to that side as well. But we can go up to the very tippy top, because I have built this platform. This is the ceiling of the room below. And now we are on top. I have missile turrets on each corner that are able to basically just shoot far, far out and take anything out. As you can see, the view up here is pretty high. So high, in fact, it's rendering the end of the world, the end of the map out there, as just a flat line. I mean, we are seeing beyond the scope of the maps here, beyond the scope of the game. We are at the top here. This view is just incredible. And then another turret that goes on this side. So you can see Red Rocket is right out that way, straight ahead. Straight ahead is Red Rocket. You can barely see it through the trees. And then that is Sanctuary Hills out there, not being rendered very well because it's far off in the distance. But from up here, you can see everything going on. And then here's another turret on this side. Protect these hills back here and everything. So like I said, even though I don't have defenses on that back wall, this missile turret's going to be able to take anything out coming toward us. And then the same thing with this missile turret. It's on the corner as well. So this thing is just so well protected. And I do have a generator up here because I needed one separate from down there to power all the stuff up here. And then here's the beacon. I put the beacon at the very top. We can switch it on or off, but it is on up here. So the beacon is working. And the way I look at it is the beacon is maybe even using the metal structure here to kind of amplify the sound or the signal in a way. That's just my headcanon anyway. So yeah, what can I say? This is just a really cool area. Now, like I said, this map actually allows you to go even higher than I've built here right now. So in the future, I mean, I could build something probably as tall as this tower itself. May do that. May try something really tall just to see how far I can go. But this map, this particular area does have a high ceiling for the build, for a build area. And I used it right now for this at least. Got it up to here. And I was satisfied once I got to this level. It's pretty high. Don't really need much more. Unless I wanted to add like extra rooms or something to sleep in. So now we just go back down. It's a big climb, but now we're back to the ground. And that is my Abernathy Farm build. A very rectangle build, you could say. But this build is nothing without seeing it at night. So what I'm going to do for you now is switch over to nighttime and show you what this looks like at night, all lit up. Okay, welcome back everybody. Here we are at nighttime in the Abernathy Farm. Yeah, you can see the red inside already from that area glowing out. It looks so cool. I just think it looks really great. From a distance, this area looks cool. But let's get closer, shall we? So we open up the gate, and we are presented, like I said, with those two lampposts, providing light on the inside as we come in. I think that just looks really good. Here's the Brahmin pit and the little fire from it, giving light to basically the path here that people can walk.
Yes.
There's some lights on the front of this area that kind of give it a nice glow, a nice little light here. It's not too bright. Seems to be a very active time right now. Everybody is walking all over the place. Wow. You can see here the fire pit adds some light. We have the cooking area over here. Lit up just by the fires and everything. But let's take a look at the trading post because it looks really neat at night. You can see the orange lights here, how it kind of lights up everything at night. So you can come trading at night if you want. Two fires to kind of give you light down here and keep you warm. But as we come up here, yeah, I love this orange lighting that's above each of the units here. And then there is lighting behind on each of the pillars back there for their stuff so that they can see, you know, the goods and stuff they're putting out on the table. But this orange glow, I love how it lights up the canopy above it like that. That looks really good to me. Let's quickly head back here because this is lit up as well. I have lights that, I didn't show you this middle part before. This is just a little middle part you can walk up here. I put some lights here just to give you a little light, but you can kind of look back behind the area from this area. But let's go inside because I just want to show you that there is electricity back here. There's lamps. So these people are going to have plenty of light at night, and they have a very comfortable living. Just look at that. Look at the red, how the red comes through on that. Oh, it's menacing looking. I love it. And then the orange on that. Ooh, it's so pretty. Let's just take a quick look in here as well. Ooh, lamps in here as well. So all lit up. Okay, I'm going to run, so stay with me here. I want to run to the back side. Show you that. Before we are going to go inside and look at all that, but
yeah.
And turn the lights on. But this area, you can see I got a couple of light bulbs in here to light this area up at night too when we're storing our food. No biggie really, just some light there. There's a hanging lamp here, provides some light on this side over here if you're walking toward the side. Nothing too particular on this side. We have a lamp, some light here. That way you can come back here and fill up with water at night and have a little light. Apologies for running through here, but I want to get through here real quick. We got the light from that, and I didn't put a light in here, but I guess I could have. Maybe I should have. There is a light on the outside though. I imagine that you wouldn't be working at night in here. You would mostly be in the daytime. Another light on this side so you can come out here and fill your water buckets at night and have light. Again, there would be a wall back here so it wouldn't be too scary. There is some lights back here already as well. Kind of give this back side a nice glow. Again, I will turn these lights on in a second so we can take a look at what that looks like because it's very cool. And I want you to see it, so stay with me here. Alright, as we come on to the inside, at night, it just looks so much better. It's got its nice ambience, this nice glow to the lighting. This nice orange lighting in here gives it a warm feeling. So at night you can relax in here, and I also put some track lights up there just to provide a little bit of extra lighting, and I put some track lights on that side, you can see up there too. They just provide a unique kind of spotlight kind of lighting, but just the way this looks, this whole area, I just love the colors in here, and I like the way that the lighting looks in here. And as we come toward the back, there's lights for the bathroom, and this guy here as well. A little track light here that kind of goes toward his desk. Just gives him a nice little light back here, but not too bright at night. And then let's go into the blue room. This is our sleeping room, as I mentioned, but you can see at night how great that looks. This nice blue room. I like it. I love the colors. I'm a fiend for a good color scheme, good lighting, good colored lighting. All right, as we come up here, I love the red. I'm just going to kind of pull back over here and let's take a look. I love that red. I mean, the way that this room glows at night, you can come up here and feel warm and comfortable, and you still got your table lamps to do your work. But it's private in a way. It's comfortable. It just looks really great at night. Yeah, and I have these spotlights too over there that kind of shine down on the floor to just give it some extra spotlights. And see, that spotlight is shining on the table down here. I just kind of love the way that looks. And then that spotlight right there is shining at the stairs right here as you go down. That way you don't like fall down the stairs. You can kind of see where they are. I just love this lighting in here. The way I did this looks so good. Up here, there's really no lighting on the outside or top. I didn't do anything up here for lighting. That's just the glow from below. But look at that view with the lights on. Didn't that look cool? Alright, now let's do the thing that I have been waiting to show you this entire build. Let's turn the lights on for doing the farm work. Oh. Alright, so let's start with the grain area down here, and we'll work our way back. So let's say these guys here are out late at night like they are working, but they need more light. Well, I can provide that for them because I can do this. Look at that, very bright. Obviously you don't want that on if you're trying to sleep, but when you're working, you can also see it doesn't mess up this side. It doesn't light this side. It only lights this side. There's two of them there. And I love the way that the light filters over the grain and the shadows. And look at that mist coming off there with the light. Now that's ambience right there. When I talk about ambience, that's ambience. Anyway, this definitely provides plenty of lighting for them on this side. You can see it's very bright, but it allows them to see. Look at this when you're in the fields. Look how bright it is in the fields here. See, this works really well. They can do their work and enjoy it at night. It can be dark and they can work. Now let's view the other side. Now let's turn this side on. And basically the same deal. We got a couple of lights on this one. Look at the shadows of the grain. Oh, wow. Let's just pause for a moment and look at that, because that's mesmerizing. Wow. I'm going to give myself an A+ for visual image quality and immersion on this one. That is hecka immersive right there. I love that. Those shadows are incredible. I am going gaga for that. Look at that. But again, plenty of light here as they work in the grain here. Ah, that is so cool. That just looks so neat. So that's one area of lighting. But let's look at the other areas I have set up as well. So naturally, we have this area up here, which is very dark, as you can see. Very hard to see if you're trying to work. Or let's say we have a lot of people in here. We have like a lot of people coming in to do trading at night or all of a sudden, and we want to light the area up so that we can see everything and everything going on. You know what? My pole moved. Maybe I moved it. I used to have it set up so that I actually had a switch over here somewhere. I either moved it or it's not there anymore. Well, I have this one over here, so let's go over here. Thought I had a whole nother system set up. Maybe this is the one for that. Alright, so we flip the switch and check that out. Now, no, this is it. This is how I had it set up. Look how bright this area gets. Hold on a second. I know I'm moving around a lot. So let me just stand here for a moment and just look at how bright that is. I mean, it lights all the way up to the gate. This area is now just bathed in light. Also, you can. I also have it set up to light up the door of the storage area, so they can go into that as well and see it. But just look at how bright that is, right? It lights up the. It even lights up over to here. It lights up their eating area, their sitting area, the Brahmin area, definitely the gate area. Look how far the light extends out to the gate. I didn't realize it was that bright, but wow, it extends way out the gate here. So that really does brighten this whole area up. My goodness, that is bright. And then that light is pointed this way because it lights up the ramps and the doors to the storage area so we can safely put food in and out at night. That is just really cool looking to me. Yeah, look at that. Wow. That's bright. It does its job for sure.
Yeah.
Let me run real quick. I have one in the back here. Again, if people are working in the back, you can see it's dark back here until I do that. Now they have light over there. Also, it helps them see the water units better and the electricity unit. And it lights that up as well. So plenty of light back here for them to work in the dark. The light really does travel far. So those are my lighting units that I have set up around the area. But I have a neat idea. What would this look like from the top if we turn all the lights on and then look down? I've never done that before. So let me go around and turn all the lights back on and then go up to the top of the tower and see what it looks like with all the lights on. I've never done that before. Alright, every light is on now. I mean, just look, this place is just lit up with all these lights on. So we definitely have a good view at night. Let's take a look back here first. Let's go back to my perching spot real quick. Yeah, look, with all the lights on. Oh, that it is so lit up inside. Darkness, not a problem. Alright, let's go up to the top of the tower. See what it looks like from inside. Frame rate is a problem, but lighting is not a problem. Wow, look at that. So from up here, with the lights on, you can see everything. It is really bright, too. We are like a beacon in the night. Literally. That is really, really, really cool looking. I mean, that's a screenshot right there. That's gonna be my night screenshot for my one of my videos. That is a screenshot right there. Beautiful. Let's look toward the back side. And then on the back with the lights on, look at that. It's very bright back here too. Wow. I like how that looks.
Yeah?
And you can see it lit up on the front gate too. Let's go up to the very tippy top. Wow, look at that. I'm surprised it's still rendering this far away, but wow, it is. And it looks good. It's good. It is very good. Oh yeah. Yeah, that row is a bit crooked. I realized that. That was dumb of me. You can tell I did them just all in a row, and I did it sideways. Looks terrible. Next time I'll do better. Make it more random. Because that's obviously terrible. I'm in love with how good that looks at night. On the way back down. Yeah, so bright. I love it. Yeah, so that is my build, everybody. That's my build. Want to switch the lights back off because we don't want to waste electricity. And there's one more thing that I'll show you. I'm going to switch back to daytime. I don't even need to do that. We'll just leave it here at nighttime. I just wanted to show you the outside area. There's nothing to look at really, but alright, I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, now that I have switched to daytime, I just wanted to show you kind of around the edges of this on the outside. It's not too much to look at, but just wanted to kind of show you how this edge looks like down here with the turret down there on this corner. And then the back side of this, you can see I've got it all the way going down to the ground, so they are protected back here. The vendor area on this side. And it's basically just a wall around here all the way to the back. Nothing great to look at on the sides here. And then back here. Here's the back view. Again, I did have a wall back there, but that's just the back view of it. But that's it. That's the build anyway. So, I hope you all enjoyed my settlement tour of Abernathy Farm. I had put a lot of work into it building this, and I'm quite proud of how it came out. Very, very cool build. And I can't wait to see what I do with it in the future with more newer ideas and things to do with it. Because I definitely have some other ideas as well for what I could do with this area. It's a very cool area to build in. So, yeah, it could be really interesting. That's it, everybody. This has been the long, full tour of Abernathy Farm. And I am now going to also do a quick tour where I do not do commentary, and it's just a quick walking through of everything and showing you everything without commentary. I will do that as well. But for those that have stuck to the end to watch this whole video, I thank you very much for being interested in it and watching it and this whole series. And I hope you stay tuned because I will have more Fallout 4 settlement builds, and I will have new Fallout 4 settlement builds that I'll be working on as well. So I really appreciate it. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like on the video. To that, I will say thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one.
Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Brent Justice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.